Nigeria's under-20 women's national team, the Falconets, they have been hit with a major injury crisis. This is ahead of a decisive FIFA under-20 Women's World Cup qualifier against Senegal today. And that game was supposed to be deciding first because the first leg, the Falconets there were super dominant, but we're expecting that they can just seal the second leg with another dominance. This setback has forced the technical crew to draft an under-17 goalkeeper, Elizabeth Boniface, after first choice shot stopper for the under-20, Jane Ijirigho. She suffered a training scare, while prolific striker Janet Akekoromowei and also 3 defenders, they also have been sidelined. The injuries come at a very critical stage of the qualification because they need to put the cherry on the cake and make sure that they get this one because they're aiming to get a ticket for the 2026 FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup in Poland. Now, it's a close-range encounter here with key players like Janet and also the shot stopper. At this time, they're in doubt. Let's have, of course, one who follows the girls, who has followed these girls closely from the first leg down to the second leg as we anticipate what the ticket would be. We've got joining us via Zoom right now. We've got Victor Ademola, a journalist, a sport journalist, and also a content creator. Thank you so much, Victor, for joining us on the show. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much. It's good to be here again on Saturday.
Yes, of course. On Valentine's Day. Just wrap that one up right now. All right, let's talk about this injury scare. I think at this time, Musaduku would have a lot of panic for the fact that his first choice shot stopper is not in line, is in doubt at the moment. Then all that happened to Akekoromowei, it's really, we saw that injury, a very, very worrying one, and we've been wishing her so quick recovery since that site. But with the likes of Jane Ijirigho out and also Akekoromowei, what do you think stand as the odds right now for the under-20 girls as they go into this encounter?
No, I believe we have a strong team. We have a strong squad that can take on Senegal anytime, any day. You know, the first leg at home, which we won by a goal to nil, we were also dominant in that game, but we did not just convert our chances. You know, Janet's injury was just unfortunate, but I'm wishing her a quick recovery with her ankle. But we have other strikers that can step up, you know, to take her place. Inam Maso was the ISO scorer at the just concluded Wafubi Under-20 Girls Cup a few months ago. She's also in the squad. We have Janet Akekoromowei. These are prolific strikers, young strikers that can deliver anytime, any day for Nigeria. For us, a draw should be enough for us to advance to the next round and the final round. So I don't think there's worry in the camp. And yeah, the girls know what's at stake, and I believe they can get the job done in Senegal.
All right, what coaching changes should be made right now? Because when we see that we're beginning to have players out of the squad due to injury or personal reasons, we begin to re-strategize, and we expect that the coach will be able to make some very crucial changes. What changes do you think Coach Aduku needs to make right now to be able to balance the squad?
I believe defensively we don't have issues, and I feel like the coach should stick with that.
Okay.
Going into the final third, I believe players like Janet Akekoromowei, Inam Maso, these are players that have proven their worth over the years with the junior teams, and I believe they can get the job done in Senegal. So I'm expecting a different starting lineup. We are definitely going to miss Janet, but at the same time, we have other players that can deliver. This team is under pressure to deliver because, remember, since 2002, Nigeria have qualified for every single edition of the Under-20 Women's World Cup, and they will not want to miss out in this particular edition. Senegal is a very strong side. In my opinion, if they're in a different bracket, they would have also qualified, or they should qualify for the World Cup. So yeah, they're not wanting to be underrated. And like the coach said after the game in Abeokuta, the plan for them will be to be defensive and try to even score. So they're not going to try to grind out a goalless draw or a 1-1 draw in this game. They also want to get the results, but at the same time, they have to be careful defensively. And I believe if they stick to that game plan, they should be victorious. Senegal is under pressure. They need to score. They need to at least get the win. So hopefully our girls deliver, having that in mind.
All right. And now that we have one of the under-17 shot stopper drafted into this team, should we worry? Because they say attack wins your competition, but defense will win you. Attack win you games, defense will win you competition. That's what we know about when it comes to football, and the last man in the defense is always the goalkeeper. Now that we have an under-17 player drafted into the under-20 squad, how confident should we be concerning this second leg encounter against Senegal? Senegal did not score in the first leg. Right now, you'll be hoping that they can at least find the back of the net in this second leg encounter. How confident are we with the last man in defense? Seriously,
there's no cause for alarm. You know, all the goalkeepers in camp, they have been under 17, just got from the 17 side. Christian Uzoma, you know, the shot stopper, played at the World Cup in 2024 in the Dominican Republic. Even the third choice as well, Jacqueline as well, from the under 17 side. So all the goalkeepers graduated from the under 17 side. So I don't think there's any cause for alarm. They are good goalkeepers.
Okay. And
yeah, I feel like the defensive setup would help them, you know, keep that clean sheet because they need it this time around.
All right. Tell me your predictions for this game.
Well, okay, the last time I went to the World prediction, I said Nigeria would win 5-0. Now, looking at the Senegalese side, it's going to be a tough game in Dakar. So I would say the second leg, we ground out a result and just win by 1-0. I'll take that anytime I need it.
All right. We'll be taking your words for it. Thank you so much for joining us on the show, and we wish the girls all the best as they go for the second leg encounter.